I recently bought a smart reusable notebook. So I was reading the instructions, and you know what's weird? The last line said, do not microwave. I can't help but think the only reason why they found the need to put this in the instructions would be that a lot of people have done it. These people bought this notebook and started flipping it, and then suddenly an irresistible idea came to mind. They're like, oh, I gotta go microwave this thing. Is this what's happening? So I Googled and found that this company actually sells a microwavable notebook for $21.49. You can find it on Amazon right now, straight from their page. No more wasting paper. Notebook can be reused by simply microwaving. And you gotta wonder about the guy who invented this notebook. What went through his head at the moment of idea conception? Let me see. I want to create a notebook where people can erase and reuse. How should I have them erase? With an eraser? Boring. Oh, I've got an idea that nobody would think of in a million years. I'm gonna make people microwave it. Genius. I just know this is something that my whole family's gonna want one. So I looked through the Q&A on Amazon, and here's a question from Kathleen. Is this notebook fire resistant? Yes, as long as you put a cup of water on top when you microwave, it will not catch on fire. But results may vary. Even if it does catch on fire, the content will still be erased. As our product advertising has promised. Okay. That definitely gave me peace of mind. And here's one from Bobby. My microwave isn't big enough for the book to rotate. Do I have alternatives besides bringing it to a friend's larger microwave? And Lynn replied, I would say rotate it by 90 degrees in 30-second increments. So you're telling me, if it's not enough room to rotate every second, there will be enough room to rotate every 30 seconds? Listen, if a king-size bed doesn't fit in your Mini Cooper, you can rotate it as much as you want, it still ain't gonna fit. Here's another one. Any tips on maxing out the notebook's potential? And one reviewer wrote, I've microwaved mine 14 times so far. It still works like a charm. I've discovered that if you divide a whole notebook in half, use the cover, set it on top of a bowl, place the glass saucer on top, then dry each page. And this review spans 10 more pages. Some people go to great lengths to perfect the art of notebook cooking. I bought this chicken curry lunchbox from Trader Joe's. It says to poke holes over the packaging, microwave for 2 minutes, flip stuff over, then microwave for another 2.5 minutes, and I thought that was complicated. Well, let me tell you, that's nothing compared to cooking a notebook. I started to worry. Am I going to be able to do this? Am I too late into the game, in developing a new expertise? This is like rocket science. This is the most informative Q&A page I've ever read. Here's a creative one from Jack. For college students looking to maximize productivity, can we microwave the book and a plate of dinner at the same time? Asking for a friend. A couple fellow customers jumped at this question, and here's my favorite response. No. And that was it. Actually, it was longer. Dan goes, no. But since you're supposed to place a cup of water on the book, why don't you try to mix some ramen noodles at the same time? Then you'll have a chicken flavored notebook. Yummy! What have I been missing out on? How am I just finding out about this? Obviously, it's a failure on the marketing department's part. They should have been like, the future is here. Reusable chicken flavored notebook. The pages are delicious too. Pro tip, for best results, put some BBQ sauce on the wire of your notebook before microwaving. For golden crisp, try the air fryer. All this talk is making me hungry for a notebook. Should I order a microwavable pen to go with the main dish? So I was telling my family about this unbelievable product. My mom loves keeping notes. I thought she'd be the first one to sign up for one. But she was like, people buy this notebook, they don't know iPad, huh? Well, you can't microwave an iPad, Mom. Where's the fun? Yes, you can, but just one time. No more. Mom, are you speaking from experience? My mom is really into merging technology with home appliances, like microwaving her iPad, Fitbit and washing machine and dryer, 65-inch TV in the freezer. Well, the last one hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. But that's a story for another day. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I was telling these jokes at an open mic, and after I finished, the host said to me, Jenny, please tell me you made all of that up out of your imagination, and I'm not living in a world where you can actually buy a microwavable notebook. All I can say is, we are in 2020. Anything that seems too crazy to be true has all been found true. Anyway, if you've ever come across a product that made you go, you must be kidding me, leave a comment here or send me a message and I will write some comedy on your product. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next video on what you will not believe is actually selling in the real world in 2020. Thank you.